So here's a shot of the lower lake. You will see the trail coming up. And then just to give you an idea of how smoky it is. Alright, morning of day 3. Started my hike out of Big Hamilton Lake. Sun's starting to come up behind me. I have a big day, probably doing like 15-16 miles today. Saw one deer this morning at camp. First one on the trail, so I might get lucky, see something else. Going up to Precipice Lakes, and then the Kiowa Gap. Probably didn't say that correctly, but right up there behind me. Got kind of a big climb. I'm about 2/3 of the way up from Hamilton Lake. You can see the waterfall right here coming from, I believe Precipice Lake should be right there. Alright, here are the cables and the old cement support pillar for the old bridge. Which means the tunnel should be coming up. Alright, this is Precipice Lake, about 500 feet below the gap. That's the end of day 3. Climbed about 3,500 feet today. Started at Hamilton Lakes. Ended up here at Moraine Lake, about 9,200 feet. It was a long day, like 15-16 miles, 3,500 feet elevation gain. Got here, jumped in the lake a couple times, went swimming, made dinner, had dessert. Now I'm just waiting for the sun to set. Might shoot another video of the lake. Long day. All right, this is the morning of day 4. Just left Moraine Lake. I haven't quite made it back to the junction of Moraine Lake Trail and the High Sierra Trail. I stopped right here at this meadow. First one on the trail to leave the lake this morning. So I might see something. I'm at like 9,000 feet, gonna drop down to 7,500 feet, and most of today will be relatively flat once I get down to the Kern River. Talk to you later. Part of an old cabin, just sitting down here off of the trail. Alright, I wanted you to see this section. I'm about halfway down from the trail junction to the Kern River, and it's about chest high in ferns on both sides. The trail just goes right through all these ferns. Some of them starting to change color, starting to yellow, but still a lot of green on this side, a lot of ferns, a lot of berries. Looks a little hazy out that direction. Once I get down to the Kern River, though, I'll be going the opposite direction. Looks pretty smoke-free that way. Yeah, I got another 700 feet or so until I hit the river. At the Kern Hot Springs, it says to use the lower tub. Which is right there. And they don't want you using this one. I wasn't going to. That was nasty. Right on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's warm. About hot tub warmth. Probably soaking here for about 15 minutes. Feels good. Still making my way towards Junction Meadow, following the Kern River. Currently I'm in a burn zone. Probably like the past mile, I'm not sure how much more there is of that, but hiking right along the river. Alright, I'm out of the burn zone, finally getting some shade. Last couple hours has just been sun beating down on me because of all the burnt out trees, but looks nice ahead. Next stop, Junction Meadows Campground. Alright, this is the end of day 4, I believe. Went from Moraine Lake, made it to Junction Meadow. Something like a 15 mile day. Only a few people in the campground. Long day. long downhill. It was rough. I'm tired. Only saw one deer today. Went in the hot tub for about 15 minutes. That felt good. Here at camp, the other people that are here said that they were told there are resident bears. So we'll see what happens, if anything, later tonight. Tomorrow, hiking from here, Junction Meadow, all the way up to either Crabtree or Guitar Lake, which is up 11,500 feet. So we'll see if I make it up that far. Alright, talk to you later.